The rain fell like a cold reminder of the things we try to bury. In a quiet, gray graveyard, a life was being laid to rest. Thomas stood among them, though his mind was miles away, preoccupied by the weight of his own perceived importance. To him, this was a chore, a disruption to a schedule filled with board meetings and high-stakes deals. He looked down at his $3,000 shoes, now sinking into the common mud of his mother's final resting place. But then, his eyes caught a figure that didn't fit the curated image of his life, a man in rags, weeping openly. Thomas felt a surge of disgust. This filth, this spectacle, had no place at his mother's funeral. He marched over, his expensive suit glistening, ready to scrub this stain from the ceremony. "Get out of here!" Thomas hissed, grabbing the man's arm. "You're making a scene. This isn't a place for people like you." David didn't fight back. Instead, his trembling hand reached into his tattered coat and pulled out a yellowed envelope. Thomas snatched it away, his pride still fueling his anger. But as his eyes met the handwriting, his breath hitched. He tore it open. Suddenly, the graveyard faded, replaced by the suffocating shadows of a memory he had tried to forget. A young Thomas, gasping for air in a dim, cramped apartment. The sound of poverty was the only thing louder than his heartbeat. He saw David not as a beggar, but as a man descending into the abyss of a dangerous underwater mine to pay for a miracle. Then came the flash, a catastrophic explosion that tore through the site, leaving nothing but scars and a debt that could never be repaid. The letter read, "Thomas, please forgive me for the lie, but this man is the reason you are still breathing today." The truth hit him harder than any physical blow. His success, his pride, his very life. It was all built on this man's sacrifice. Thomas looked at David's hands, rough, scarred, and trembling. The hands that had pulled his future from the depths of a grave. His knees buckled. The $3,000 suit didn't matter anymore. He fell into the mud, weeping at the feet of the man he'd insulted. He reached for his wallet, desperate to give something, anything. But David only smiled a sad, beautiful smile of absolute forgiveness. Without a word, David turned away,